what's the attributes. We saw a little bit more movement speed for Santy, and I believe it was more damage for Bunny, if I'm not mistaken.
Okay, and we're getting into it. Right now, Bunny just able to get that D-Light into the recovery as well, and Light as a get off me option, just keeping Santy off stage at the moment here. Wow, Bunny, she's got fists with Santy's name on them. She is swinging at this moment.
I don't know if Santy owes money or something, but yeah, this is definitely looking a little bit rough. Like, that was a huge opening.
Yeah, Bunny just healing so much damage already in the beginning of this game one, coming in with the down air and able to get that dodge read. That was beautiful. Able to get the side light into the recovery as well. Yep, that was incredible. Santy did not have a dodge. Santy used it up, and Bunny had the best possible punish waiting.
Okay. Yeah, just trading some hits back and forth here, but Santy, yeah, that's definitely not really able to kind of get their footing underneath them, as Bunny has just been, you know, hot right out the gate.
Okay, dodging, stalling the way back down. Okay, Bunny has just been consistently finding openings against Santy. Santy has just not been able to get a lot of space and has not been able to match the amount of follow-ups that Bunny has installed. She's just playing so well at the moment.
Yeah, she's playing very fantastic, and the fact that she's just sticking with these gauntlets for the most part too, really kind of goes to show how comfortable she is with this weapon. Like, she has racked up a lot of damage, and it just keeps going.
Whipping that side light, Santy a little too slow on the punish with the side air that time around. Looking for a way to get back down. D-Light into the neutral air as well. Santy gonna be stuck off stage. Bunny wanted another neutral air, wanted just to toss Santy off stage, but then that weapon toss, just closing it out.
I feel like that was like the absolute like last possible moment that weapon could have that weapon toss could have hit. It just took so long. It was flying through the air forever. But you know what? We definitely take those if you're Santy, and Santy will certainly take it. But as we watch these players, you know, try to attack their position here, try to get the lead back for Santy, and then Bunny just trying to maintain this lead for herself.
For the end light, doesn't find it. Looking for some of these side sticks as well. None of them are connecting, but the side air, the baseball swing comes through. Now, okay, Bunny, relax. Let's chill out a little bit. Bunny comes back on nice and safe. Wasn't able to get the stage spike that she was looking for, but Santy is holding on to the stock skiff.
I like that. You know, sometimes you got the wall. The wall is a place you can sit safely and just kind of wait to see what your opponent's going to do. And, you know, if you have the time to take your time, absolutely do it, because that is a very tough position to be in, and you don't want to press any buttons that just put you in a worse position.
Oh, Skiff, look at what's going on here. Santy going off stage. Oh, Bunny, you have to be careful for going through those kinds of GCN lights. Holding on to the ground, looking through the D-Light anti-air. Santy not able to get the follow-up, not able to get the combo, but this is now anybody's stock to take.
There we go. Big hit, not going to take the stock. But now you're the only one with weapons. I like that.
Yeah, Santy just opting to play safe, not going out there for any edge guards. But
wow,
that was so active. I cannot believe that GC D-Light was active. I know that D-Light is active. That was insane. That was just the just the toe.
Yeah, she just found like the one small opening and didn't just went wild with it. And like, it just really caught Santy off guard, because Santy just kind of standing there and just kind of like waiting, like, all right, well, what are you gonna do?
Bunny trying to make it back onto the stage. Not gonna be, you know, the move of choice. As much distance as it gives you, it is really exploitable and punishable. So Santy executed on it, and now they one stock apiece, and this is just about as even as you can get.
Here we go. Yep, getting a little bit of extra damage in here. Great hits. Really coming down to this last stock scenario as well. Both players are playing patient, but when they get their openings, they're really trying to take as much advantage of it as possible.
Gets that down and not able to get the jump call out afterwards. Santy has not been able to pop out any massive combos with gauntlets like Bunny has in the beginning of the game. Oh, how do you get back on here? Santy doesn't get the call out with the D-Light. That's going to be a huge end light. Bunny goes out there looking for another end light. Oh, they're just exchanging hits back and forth again.
Okay, there we go. Big hit. Not going to quite close it out. However, Bunny's in a fantastic position. Almost just kind of threw it away. Just like went way off stage in like a position that like went way too low. And I'm just like, what's happening here? But, you know, she maintains to get her feet right back under her. Not able to take the stock quite yet. That was dangerous.
Got that GC sidelight connected, but then it's still always going to be a 50-50. Oh, Bunny wanted to get that GCD light. It did not connect. Dude left weaponless, and Santy with a punch to Rayman's massive nose. Cleans up that game. Wow, I thought that was going to be Bunny's game.
I mean, with the way that she was swinging at the beginning, I mean, yeah, I would have believed it. She was just swinging right out the gate. Did so much damage with the gauntlets, and I don't know what happened just as the game went on. Like, I think both players were just playing strong altogether. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you think it feels like punching Rayman's nose? Does it like make a dodgeball sound effect? Or is it like hollow inside?
I'm gonna imagine that it's like, you ever like felt a cow's head? That is a structurally sound head, right? I just imagine like he's got the world's strongest nose. If you punch it, you're in trouble.
Interesting. Okay, it's just like armor plated behind it. Just has like full bones going all the way through it. Okay.
Maybe surgically enhanced.
Advanced level mewing. Yeah, what a facial structure. At the moment, though, Bunny down a game, looking to get something going here. Santy wanted to get that end sig, doesn't find it quite yet, though. Just in control of the stage at the moment. Bunny has not been able to comfortably land for some time.
Yeah. I mean, maybe that's just Santy just kind of like, really adjusting to the gameplay and the pace that Bunny's kind of like bringing to the game here. Because maybe that's exactly what happened towards the end of that game one. You know, you just start getting comfortable, just kind of reading what Bunny wants to do. And Bunny's kind of struggling to adapt from that point on. As we can see, the first stock disappears here, baby. Nope, does get the wall touch and survives to see another day.
Bunny connecting that end light, just being nice and patient on the stage, looking for the neutraler, and was unsuccessful in connecting it. Backing off a little bit, waiting for Santy to make that first move. Oh, that's a bit of an overcommitment, and Santy pays the price for it dearly. Can you make it back on? Bunny wants that ground pound. Oh no, that weapon toss. Oh, Bunny is sweating, and Bunny still makes it back on. Shout out to the sides of Miami Dome. Just barely long enough for Bunny to get back on.
There we go. Finally seeing a stock disappear. I felt like both of these players were just in the red for so long and just barely living. So, I mean, the fact that we finally got one, thank goodness, because I thought these two were going to live forever.
Ooh, okay, all the way from below, the recovery is able to close it out, and Bunny not taking too much damage to stock. I love how even this game is in terms of, you know, both of the picks being identical, and then they're taking the same amounts of damage. Nobody has too big of a lead for too long of a period of time.
Oh, wow. Okay, you know what? I was like, okay, Bunny's definitely struggling here a little bit, and that was almost a super huge opening to take a lead for themselves. And, I mean, she's starting to fall behind here on damage, and that's just because this axe from Santy is just so lethal.
Yeah, Santy has been opting to play with the axe a little bit more. Bunny has been opting to play with the gauntlets a little bit more. So it's interesting to see that stylistic difference between the two come out.
There we go. Axe gonna be closing out. I'm pretty sure, yeah, same hit, same direction. It's just the same stock over and over. But now we're getting into a last stock scenario here. Maybe Santy switches it up and hits Bunny to the other side of the stage for once.
Bunny, how do you find this opening? You need to make this comeback somehow. Sidelight into the neutraler and want a good recovery as well. Bunny is putting on a lot of damage at this point. The bottom hitbox of the recovery does connect and successfully calls out Santy's jump. Okay, you know what? She's connecting a lot of hits at this point. She's making up for this damage difference.
He goes, a couple solid hits. Nothing too committal, but again, it kind of just seems the game plan for Santy here, just kind of getting onesies, twosies with this axe, and then just kind of waiting for Bunny to get maybe a little too aggressive and just get a huge punish for that. That is so crazy. You get the weapon knocked out of your hand, and as you're floating down ever so gracefully back to the stage, a weapon spawn right in front of you. You just get your axe right back. It's like you never lost it.
But what a blessing. You just have a second lease at life at that point. Oh, okay. Bunny just trying to catch Santy off guard. Though Santy not going to have any of it. It goes unpunished, though. That's going to be one end light. Now, Bunny getting a little too aggressive with some of these side lights. Santy is just whip punishing Bunny over and over again. She is struggling to initiate. She is struggling to open. Santy is just a wall at this point.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, now Bunny's got the axe in hand. It's kind of a switch entirely between the two weapons that they're holding. And a great weapon toss. Santy be able to make it back. Oh, no!
No!
No! What were you doing, Bunny?
No. Yeah,
Bunny, you had it! You had it! Oh!
That's gauntlets off stage. You just forget sometimes. It's like, oh, wait a second, that's right. That neutral, it puts me back down with you. You always have to remember that anytime you're trying to edge guarding Scythe, anytime you're edge guarding Gauntlets, anytime you're edge guarding Hammer, they have the ability to just switch it up on you if you mess up once.
You know, I guess you're right. You know, sometimes you do forget. I mean, the way that Santy was playing Axe all game, you forgot that gauntlets were even a thing.
2, 1, brawl.
That's so unfortunate. Hopefully we can see Bunny turn this around. That was just a super unfortunate moment at the end of that game too. Oh, you hate to see it.
Yeah, the thing that I am really worried about right now is that just Bunny has been struggling to open, has been struggling to initiate against Santy. Santy has just been whip punishing Bunny over and over again. Bunny looking for a D-Light, doesn't find it. Backing off a little bit, trying to get close enough to Santy to press something. The weapon toss doesn't lead into anything too huge at the moment. But now side light neutral, and Santy almost had that neutral light as well by landing on the platform. Santy's movement, Santy's combos, I mean, all of it has been excellent at the moment.
Yep. There we go. Continue to keep this pressure up. There we go.
Okay.
It's a toss, getting that nair just to put some positioning on him. And yeah, I would like to say that Bunny is definitely making some good adaptations here, not letting that last game discourage her at all.
Yeah, I don't know what that GCD life from Santy was, but Bunny had the best possible whip punish waiting. But now the question is, how do you close? You have Axe on hand, so... Oh.
That's how you close.
Okay. GC side sig from across the stage. Wow. Sometimes you just forget about that as an option. It catches, you know, it catches people in gold. It catches people at this level of competition too. You just have to make sure that you're using it sparingly.
Yeah. Okay. Well, now getting back into this game here. I mean, Bunny still maintains a good lead, and she's just been doing so well with these gauntlets. Her combo game is just clean.
Gets that neutral light. Now just going to be knocking Santy off stage here. Santy, how do you get the stock off against Bunny? You have an axe on hand, and you have not been able to touch Bunny in what looks like forever at this point. Such a good dodge, getting past the sider. Oh, Santy has just not been able to connect a single swing skiff.
Okay. Both of them just taking their times here with the axes in hand.
Guys.
I think they both just recognize the situation here is they're both about the same, you know, health, but like the stocks are different. So if Santy messes up, like right there, that could have been super lethal. Does find a way to get back down to the ground. Can they find a way to close out the stock? They certainly need to, and that was almost a very dangerous position for Santy.
Wow, Bunny loves that side sig, doesn't she? She has been pressing it over and over again, and that's going to be another one. 3-1 stock lead at this point. Bunny not going to be going down anytime soon. And now it is Santy who is struggling to close here, especially with X, especially with gauntlets. I mean, Bunny has just not gotten hit by anything too huge. Now, one more sider, and that should do it at this point. So that's all that Santy needs.
Go. Yep, great combo game to get started here. Potential 3-stock we're gonna be seeing. If Bunny could just play a little bit safer, you can't take another one of those hits. Actually, I don't think you can take any hit at this point. Santy just needs to look at you hard enough. You're flying off the stage.
Santy wants that recovery. Santy wants that D-Light so badly, but Bunny is not going to be having any of it. Santy keeps on fishing for that D-Light. That GC D-Light did not connect that time. Gets that down, and Chase dodges in, and then able to side light the other direction. Goes off stage for the weapon toss, and I can't believe the weapon toss didn't interrupt Santy. Whoa.
Yeah, I mean, like, getting that 3-stock is always a nice little, like, momentum boost for you, right? But, like, I do not blame Bunny for going for that play at all. Like, yeah,
Nice.
you might lose a stock, but the other side of it is that you just win the game. And as we see, Bunny does find a way to clean it up and close it out as we go to our game 4.
Yeah, something I am noticing is it feels a little tricky to get a KO sometimes with Axe, or at least like in the specific Ditto, because it felt like the only KO option that Santy had with Axe was going to be like falling with like a sider, and even then, landing like a neutral or landing like a sider, Bunny lived 2 of them at a fairly high damage 2 times in a row. It's kind of like difficult to get like that close and like cross somebody up and get that KO with the Axe, so I don't know. I don't know what adjustment Santy needs to make going into the next game to close a little bit easier, but Bunny was just making it so difficult to get in against her.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to be getting a stage switch here too, going to Apocalypse. Yeah, just look at the difference. The gauntlet damage was so astronomical.
Look how long that stock lasted. Look at that stock.
Yeah,
Look at that stock. Look at
is
that.
forever.
What?
We have a graph, that's
Whoa.
for sure. All right, as we
How
get
many
into
lines,
Apocalypse.
sir? One of them. One line graph.
One line, please, waiter. a waiter.
Go get to the next game. Buddy is currently still at a game deficit, 2-1. But the thing that Santy still needs to figure out is how do we close? How do we close, especially with Axe on hand against Bunny, so that we don't get a repetition of the last game?
Oh, I mean, we're gonna see if Bunny can just kind of rise to the occasion, because like just being down 2-0 is rough. Being down 2-1, not as bad, but you're still fighting quite an uphill battle, especially against a player like Santy. But Bunny's definitely more than capable of closing this out. I mean, they've never played against each other, but so far, I feel like she's doing a great job just adapting to how Santy's trying to approach.
Oh, she is indeed, yeah. She is making herself as unhittable as possible. Santy, nice and patient now, looking for the side of Bunny, looking for one of her own as well. Everybody is whiffing, finally gets a punish. What's going to be the edge guard? What's going to be the play? Bunny just opting to back off a little bit and slow it down. Neither of them are being too aggressive at this point.
Kind of taking their time. I like that. Just a quick little weapon toss just to see if you can kind of bait Santy into approaching and then picking it right back up.
Santy! What happened? That was supposed to be Santy's punish. I can't believe the recovery didn't connect. I think Santy was up a little too high, or maybe too far to the left.
They are taking their time. Like, they are not right. Oh, no! You're just a little too
Bunny just took that.
She was just a little too, I'm not going to say lazy, it's just kind of like, that won't hit me. And her, and she lost the stock for it to the axe. That was just really goofy.
Oh, and Buddy is pressing those side sigs again. Buddy, you have to be careful. They connected before, but the question is, will they continue to connect? Santy gets that end light. The downer didn't connect. Bunny was up a little bit too high. Looking for these downers, looking for these end lights. Bunny, you need to close now before Santy gets too big of a lead.
Yeah, I mean, Santy, the whole time that Santy's had an axe in hand, I feel like that's where he's really made a lot of his money. And it's funny, kind of like, again, watching the different style between these two. Bunny on the gauntlets is just an absolute machine, and then Santy with an axe is just lethal as all hell. So, I mean, it's very interesting watching these two play.
I'm going to say something that I might be completely incorrect about, but Axe just kind of feels a little too honest of a weapon, especially in the way that it closes, that I feel like both of these players, they've been avoiding each other's like KO options as a result. It's like difficult to seem super ambiguous when you need to close with Axe. So Bunny, now Axe on hand. The question is, how is Santy going to be able to close? You get that neutral light with the gauntlets, you knock Bunny off stage here. Oh, and Santy just holding on to the stage still.
Yeah, and here comes the axe in hand now, looking for a way to close this out. Oh, goes high. Oh, wow, beautiful. Able to land and then get a quick little punch in before you're able to grab the gauntlets. And now you've got your weapon of choice ready to rock. It's just a matter of getting back on stage right now.
Okay, Bunny, just checking Santy, making sure that you're awake, that you're in the game at this point. Oh, Bunny, how do you get back on? The end light doesn't come out, and Santy with the best possible punish. The GCD light into the recovery, the classic, the gauntlet tried and true, and all of a sudden, this lead is looking bigger and better than ever.
Yeah, I mean, Santy's in closing time position. It's just a matter of just making it happen. I mean, Bunny's not going to go down without a fight. That is for sure, and we've seen the fight in her. But Santy's definitely looking very clean, very confident. With Zax in hand, it's kind of hard to believe that they won't be able to get it.
Bunny. Bunny keeps on going for it. It didn't connect that time around. Tossing out the weapon. Gauntlets on hand. And light does come out though, and Bunny is now getting super aggressive off stage. She went low, Santy went high, and Santy got back on safely. And now we're seeing a gauntlet ditto skill.
Right. Just some good ground and pound, you know? Nothing too crazy here. Both of them just kind of getting their hits in. I mean, Bunny's got to do a little bit better. I feel like she's starting to falter just a little bit. Okay, does get a solid couple hits. There we go. Huge edge guard position.
Oh, but the recovery was down too low. Still not enough knockback to be able to take it, but he might not get another chance like that again. Santy going out there, wanted that spike so badly. Didn't actually find it though. Bunny, you need something, you need anything, you need a side you need a recovery, you need anything, Bunny.
Bunny, please. One hit! One hit is all it takes. But she's off stage again. And Santy, oh, that was almost a crazy weapon toss. Not able to get the stock off the top with the recovery. But now, unarmed, what does Bunny do here?
The answer is get eliminated. Santy gonna be taking out that game, gonna be winning that set 3-1. Bunny put on a valiant effort, especially the game before, the one that we just saw. But this was a game of closing, or rather, who was closing and who wasn't. Bunny had a couple of opportunities. There was that one critical recovery that was off stage